Hello and welcome back to Quillpig Gaming blind playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, in our last session, we went and talked to our old friends from Skalitz, Matthew and Fritz, and they got us involved in something. Some sort of a go back to Skalitz and take revenge on people that are plundering there. So, we got that, and there's a lady who is down on her luck, and she needs some help. So we took on some of her quests, which involved a lot of stealing. So that's what went on last session. This session, we've got some stuff to do around Rattay. Starting with, we need to talk to everybody.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
No, I guess not.
God's blessings.
We haven't really talked to everybody around here. But some people have quests.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What do you have? Nothing we really need right now. I did do some herb picking. Got up a couple more levels in there, so we're almost maxed on herbs. And did some more alchemy to create more savior schnapps. So we're looking pretty good there. Let's go talk to the executioner up on the hill. I want to talk to everybody in this area where we kind of started the main game and see what side quests are available in here. Just got to keep our eyes out for the Queen of Sheba sword parts. I'm not sure how hidden everybody is. Like, does a random house have somebody with a quest? Or is it mostly around the services? Okay, there were bandits in here last time. Not this time, it seems. We cleaned them out. I also found bandits up here once. Really got to keep a lookout for bandits in this game. Everywhere. I guess the country is kind of at war. Well, there seem to be more often at crossroads.
Yeah.
We do need to keep a lookout for humans, because if we can find some more of them, we need human captain faceplates or helmets. We need 3 of those in order to move on with Fritz and Matthew's quest. If we can't find them along the way, I'll do some raids between streams in order to get them. Are you in your shop? There you are. Herman. Oh, first off, training. I don't think
Can you help me with training
we're far enough with the Houndmaster. We're not level 10, are we?
My skills.
First, you have to have
Nope,
some.
we're not. Okay.
Well, I'll think it over.
Everything alright?
What's going on? The folk in town are talking about you.
They shot on me. That's what.
What? Who did?
All of them.
Wait. Tell me again from the start.
All right, if you want. They caught Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and a fellow named Harold that everyone calls Frost. They're scum who've been hunted for months. Now they've finally been caught, there's a big execution being prepared. Folk will come from miles around to watch.
Well, that's a good thing for you, isn't it?
It would be, if I was fucking doing it.
Isn't it the custom for you to do all the executions in Rattay?
It is. Not Not just the custom, but by bloody right. You're not being replaced, they said. This is just a loan of Gallows Hill.
Well, there must be some reason for it.
If you know of one, spit it out.
So who's doing the job?
They invited Executioner Heinz all the way from Kuttenberg. They say it's going to be a big show. Have I ever fucked up an execution? I always behead them in one blow. And when his lordship wants to drag out a hanging, I leave them kicking for minutes. If he wants it quick, they're stiff as soon as I drop them. And they push me aside like that, after all these years of service.
What can we do about it?
Nothing. His lordship's decided, and that's that.
Nothing? You think they should be allowed to get away with this?
Well, no, but
You have the right to executions in Rattay, don't you?
I most certainly do.
Then you're in the right. Don't tell me you can't think what to do about it.
The trouble is, they already paid the executioner and he's come here along with his assistants.
We can't stop the executions, unless Heinz drops dead on the spot.
Ooh.
Which we don't want.
Indeed not. The best thing would be if he fucked up the executions.
Ah.
The famous Kuttenberg executioner can't handle the job. The mob would laugh him out of town and beg me to take over. They'd never invite him here again.
Great, so how do we go about it?
The problem is, I don't know what the sentences will be. They'll only announce them just before the executions, and then it'll be too late to do anything.
Bailiff ought to know.
Would the bailiff know more?
Maybe, but most likely only Heinz will know the sentence. Got an idea, though. Will you help me?
Yeah, we'll
Of
help.
course.
Great. Thank you, Henry.
So where should I start?
Find out from the bailiff what their crimes are, and then have a look in the Black Chronicle at the Rat House.
It goes back before my time. You're bound to find records of some similar offenders in it. You need to find people who committed the same crimes, and came from the same sort of background, noble or lowborn. That way you can find out what the appropriate punishments are.
Then come back to me, and we'll work out what to do.
I'll get moving.
And Henry?
Hmm?
They want to do the executions on my gibbet at Gallows Hill. I can hold them up for a while, but probably no more.
Okay, so this has a time
I'll bear
limit.
that in mind.
Okay. So we need to get on this one. Alright. Black Chronicle. What are you? Acta Negra Maleficorum. Black books are so-called pitch books or blood books, held information and records of delinquents and people suspected of capital crimes. Records are kept by the clerk of the municipal court of the interrogation of the prisoners, sometimes under torture. Oldest preserved black books date from early 16th century. Huh. Okay, well, we wanted quests. Okay, so we can't go this way, can we? You don't follow this. That makes sense. But it is kind of a path. Down, or where do you go? We don't want to go that way. Let's follow this. Just take it kind of slow. Well, since we're here. There are people about. People?
Is someone there?
Talk.
God save you, good night. What can I do for you?
Nothing from you. What about you?
Jesus Christ! Your clothes! Were you assaulted? Damn bandits, may they burn in hell!
Nope.
Take care.
Alright, how bad's our clothing look? No, it's in good repair. And clean. Maybe that's just something people say. Okay, so we talked to you. Your door's open. Hello?
God preserve you, good night. Can I do something for you?
Good luck,
No.
then.
Okay. Ah,
Well, I never.
hello?
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
Why do they keep saying that?
Goodbye. Is someone there?
We just talked to you. Alright, well, here's our horse. Alright, so we went and talked to these two houses. Talked to the bathhouse already. Nothing there. Yeah, let's head up. Nothing. Kunesh. Baran.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone
We're
attack you?
fine.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
Well, them Rattay folk would rather drive us out of here. They won't give us no work, and they won't let us beg. So what are we supposed to do? This fucking war.
At least you have your cup.
See you later.
Okay, so we talk to you. Let's go down here. You're asleep. Nothing here.
Good God. God be with you.
Hmm. You guys are all working. Vagabond? Oh, you're the guy with the job, right?
Good luck, then.
You want us to steal from a merchant. Get his stamp.
I can spare a little something.
We haven't talked to Vincent before,
I'm
have we?
glad to see. How does life in Rattay suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in, but then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
Hmm.
Goodbye.
Alright, what's this? Lockpick hard. Hmm. I think we just talked to you. Guard. Lockpick hard. Artisan.
God save you, good knight. What can I do for you?
Nope.
See you later.
That's open. Hello? Maybe that's your house. Well, this is the back side of the armor shop. Lockpick very hard. This must be where the armorer lives. We haven't spent much time learning about this place. We talked to everybody here.
Come up close and have a smell. Fresh bread. Pour yourself a bit of fresh milk. Have a look.
We came back here when we were looking for the wine for Hans. Oh, we need to ask the... that's part of the rat house. We need to ask the swordsmith about the Queen of Sheba thing.
Pretzels for you.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
Queen of Sheba's sword.
I've heard that some pilgrim was selling off pieces of a rare sword. If you happen to have one, I'd be interested.
Did that sasso dabbler send you here?
Why?
Why? Because there was nothing left for him, and now he's envious and wants some too. Well, he's out of luck. I do have it, but I'm not selling.
Man, isn't there some way?
No way. Like I've already said, not a chance.
Okay.
Good luck then.
So you have a piece. And there's a piece in Sasau.
Fresh bread. Come and get it.
Carrots and apples.
Man
Take
cannot
today,
live by
put a
bread
smile
alone,
on your
but he
face.
can't live without it either.
God save you. What can I do for you?
No.
See you later.
What about this guy?
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Nope.
Goodbye.
Well, we've talked to the tailors enough to know they don't have anything. Well, let's go talk to the bailiff. See about the executioner's quest. See if we can find this black book.
God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
Maybe we should go to the bathhouse.
I hear there's going to be a big execution here.
There certainly is. It'll be a glorious event for our town. They'll be talking about it for years.
Who's for the chop?
The biggest outlaws and reprobates for miles around. Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and Frost Herald.
What did they do?
What didn't they do, more like? They caused trouble all over the country.
Who's this Peter of Dauba?
A noble who lost his fortune. He's been holding up merchants for months.
That's
Bandit?
At first. But then his gang started getting bloodthirsty. They wiped out a whole squad that was hunting them. He won't walk away from this.
Okay. Frost Herald. By the way,
Can you tell me
nice
about
jacket.
Herald?
They call him Frost because he's always cool as ice until he starts. I've seen plenty of killers and thugs in my day, but that one's got the devil in him.
Why?
They say the only thing that'll put a smile on his face is the sound of screaming and weeping. That beast kills for pleasure. When they caught him, he had a candle made from the arm of an infant. For luck, he said.
That's horrible.
Christ. What about Weiss?
No one actually knows where he came from, but they say the murdering started with him. He never leaves witnesses. He'd rather wipe out a whole village than take a chance.
Thanks, Bailiff. That's all I need to know. You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy? I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
We can help people.
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
Okay.
If you need help, I'll do
we'll help.
whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 3...
Cook,
actually
5 carriers.
5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers.
Water
Sounds
carriers.
simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry... begging your pardon, shit. Or
1, 3, and 2.
Say, excrement.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Scarlet's folk are best suited to the job.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me, and I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Like Matthew and Fritz.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
What can you tell me about the other... carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Okay, dirty job.
Disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water
Ooh,
carriers. That
okay.
might convince someone.
Double pay.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water.
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
All right.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck, then. Good luck, then.
What about this one?
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
I should say so. The bishop's vicar came to Ujitz, and not even Sir Hanush knows what he's after in these parts. Something must be up, but I couldn't tell you more than that. Good luck, then.
Okay, where's the black book? Nope. That's a very hard lockpick. I don't actually want to steal anything, but... Okay. Okay, we're allowed in here now. Oh, you're still in there. Okay. Antonia.
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
How does life in Rattay suit you?
It would be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs, the bastard. But what can we do? We've got nowhere else to go. Take care.
It seems like the Scholars people want to work. They just don't know how to get work. Alright, Conrad. Water trough? There we go. Alright.
I'll finish it off for you today.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Nice jacket. Here you're looking for a cook.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Cook who knows how to cook is probably
yes,
better than a cook who doesn't know how to
bailiff
cook.
said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house
And housekeeper.
my young business.
Young, nimble.
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, it goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know.
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home. May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, so you won't talk there. There's talk of a guy named Alex. Who is Alex? Aquarius. Alex. Alright. Let's go talk to Alex. Seem to be still a bit before noon. You, Alex? Alex.
God be with you.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
What of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
That's fair.
Talk to them. Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
Okay.
I'm also looking
But
for
a good cook.
Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
Thanks. I'll go. I noticed some of the Skalitz men look like they've been in the wars. Has something happened here?
There's a local brawler who takes on all comers for bets. If you beat him, you get some silver. If you lose, you have to do his job for him.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you even go hunting with Lord Capon.
Once.
I've been once.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll be happening again anytime soon.
Ah, it's a shame. Because I was going to ask a favor of you. I'm sure you know there's a lot of hungry mouths here, so I thought you might be able to help.
Can't feed all the refugees.
You mean you want me to bring you game from the woods? Are you mad? That's poaching.
No, that's not what I meant. It's the townspeople here who have a taste for game. They want to live like the nobility, see? A few of the burghers have been to see me already, to ask if we'd try our luck in the woods. They promised us supplies in exchange.
Oh.
Flour, lard, eggs, and the like. But we can't afford to take the risk of poaching. We're barely tolerated as it is. If one of ours got caught in the woods, they'd hang him from the nearest tree. But I was thinking, you're in Sir Radzig's garrison, and you go hunting with Sir Hans. You could help us.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I got away with brawling with Lord Capon, so I don't suppose they'll string me up for a few hares.
Great, Henry. I really appreciate it. The local tailor was asking me about getting some hares to put on a feast for a visiting merchant.
All right, I'll bring you something.
Thank you. You'll be saving us from starvation. Take care.
Okay. We got that. It'll take him some time to gather the people at the Rathaus. Agnes is at the presbytery. We found that. In fact, I think we stole a key from her. Didn't we? How'd we get in there? Maybe we lockpicked. Tonda?
God save you.
Looks like nothing new there. Pikmin?
What do you need?
Nothing then? Okay. Looking for Agnes. Kunesh. Okay, the only option with Kunesh is to pickpocket him. It seems like we missed out on something with Baran's cup. Yeah, you're Agnes.
Jesus Christ be praised. How may I serve you?
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Why not?
Why not?
Because I'm still Father Francis's housekeeper.
But I heard he fled and isn't coming back.
Don't pay any attention. They're just rumors. I'm still his housekeeper.
Where's Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sasau. But that was before all these terrible things happened. I've heard no word of him since then.
Does he go to Sasau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month. He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Francis. I'll let you know.
Good luck then.
Okay. Well, if he's not returning, then she's free to leave. Hired hand.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Nope. Alright. What time? Ooh, it's afternoon. Alright, so let's head to the bathhouse, get cleaned up, because it seems like we're dirty, even though we're washing in a horse trough. Don't imagine that gets us too clean.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Alright, bathhouse services.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
So what are you interested in?
And have a bath, laundry garments.
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
Sure.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Alright, and I don't know, maybe it looks different. Alright, we're all cleaned up. Picking up quests. Let's go see if Theresa is out for a date. Or up for a date. Also, there was an option last time to give her a gift. And we have some stuff. Silver ring. Silver ring. And necklace. Yeah. Okay, so I would think that you don't want to go crazy with gifts. At least not right away, at least.
Well, you're a sight for sore eyes.
brought you something.
I've brought you something.
Jewelry?
Oh, Hal. Is this for me? This must have cost you a fortune. But I like it very much, thank you. You really mustn't bring me any more gifts like that, or you'll spoil me.
Don't you want to do something together again?
I can't now. Come back in the evening.
Come back in the
will you?
evening. All right. Come back in the evening. So we got a couple of hours. Ooh, where's the miller? You've got an exclamation point.
How are you?
Would you happen to have any work for me?
Of course I would. And, surprise, surprise, it's another ring.
Like last time?
Properly done this time. Proper hard work. And who else to set the task to than you? The ringleader,
Oh, that's a bad pun.
so to speak. The thing is, one of the rich townsmen left his ring behind the last time he went to the baths for some wenching. Too drunk to see it, no doubt. And now he wants it back, and the baths deny all knowledge.
Why not turn to the bailiff?
Why not? Because he doesn't want anyone to know about his bathhouse visits. And the girls in the baths are wary of selling the ring in case the bailiff does start looking for it after all. So we'll make life easier for them. What do you say?
Okay.
Consider it done. Provided I get something out of it.
Don't worry. You won't be left short. The ring's hidden in the chest in the bathhouse madam's chambers. Come right back with it once you have it.
Do we already have it?
With you.
No.
Good luck then.
Okay, that does not seem time sensitive. Sit. In the evening. Let's try 1800. Okay. So we go back tomorrow to the rat house. Oh, she was sitting right next to us.
How about now? Fancy a walk to the town?
That sounds wonderful. Everyone says the Broken Wheel Tavern is the fun place to be in the evening. I want you to take me there.
Okay.
Have you ever been to a tavern?
Me and my father used to stop at the tavern in the glade when he was taking the flour into town, but he never wanted to take me inside. What do you think, Hal? Shall we go?
And just where might that be?
Just above the upper gate, a little before you reach Rattay.
Why not?
Well, I don't see why not. But you'll have to try some ale while you're there.
I will, I promise.
Let's be going then.
Go to taverns a lot, do you?
Sometimes. If I want a proper meal, I have to. You wouldn't want to eat the stuff I cook.
That's true. I haven't forgotten that bet you made back in Skalitz that time.
Don't talk about those oat cakes. Fritz's belly heaves at the very mention, even now.
And that's where you go to woo wenches, is it?
Yeah, naturally. The taverns and baths are where the best ones gather.
You lout.
No need to take it the wrong way.
I'm not taking it any way at all.
It's all right. I'm only joking. I don't go picking up women in taverns. I prefer a different sort.
What sort might that be?
All mouth and green eyes.
You're such a...
Come on then. So, here we are.
I'm glad they took off his helmet for the scene.
Should we order something?
Yes, definitely.
Service?
Ah, a pair of lovebirds. What would you like to order?
Is it alright?
It's excellent.
This ale, there's no better in the province.
You know what?
What? What are you doing?
Oh, dancing.
No.
Oh.
But really?
Yes. Oh, come on, be brave.
No, I've never...
Hand on my hip.
Dancing with someone in a heavy plate.
But really, I don't know how.
You're doing
Do not
just
step on
fine.
toes.
Alright. Oh,
All right.
it's fine.
This is lovely.
Not so bad. You wore me out.
And you said you couldn't dance.
How about a dance with a real man?
Ooh.
How about you leave me alone and bother someone else?
Oh, come on. It's a crime to waste a body like that on a scrawny boy like him.
Whoa.
You got tits like a cow in calf.
Not cool, buddy.
That's it. I like a woman to fight.
And you're dirty.
Fuck her. You'll pay for that, boy.
And you sound like an assaulter. Alright. I guess we're having a fist fight with a guy in armor. That's just a stupid idea. Ah, there you are. We've been trained by Fritz. Oh, we didn't even get hit.
My hero. Does it hurt?
No, you should worry about the other fella. I'm fine. Ow!
Of course you are. That's why you wince every time I touch you. You saw him off, though. He wasn't feeling so playful after you'd finished with him.
That tickles.
Baby.
It's a very nice scene.
So, you'll probably be fine. But try to give your hands some rest. Don't go lifting anything too heavy.
Thank you. Can I take you home?
You never give up. Are you sure you don't need a bit more rest? I can find my own way home.
I'll manage those few extra steps.
Come on then, hero.
I'll give you this. Nights out with you might be painful, but they're never boring.
I do my best.
You should go in before Peshek starts fretting.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hmm. Okay. I think we're wooing Theresa. Alright, what time is it? Pretty late. Alright, well, let's sit. And what do we have on us? Good energy, good nourishment. Alright, so let's speed time up. Let's go to 2:30. There we go. All right, and get up. Let's put on our sneaking clothes. Or take off our non-sneaky clothes. Okay. Noise is a 1. We are very conspicuous, but not very visible. Oh, food. Save your schnapps. We gotta find a ring. Someone's awake. Okay, looks like she was just locking up. All right. Be very sneaky. Gotta sneak in. Alright. Let's get out of here. Well, they lied when they said they didn't have it.
God be with you.
I have that ring for you.
Excellent. They'll be hopping mad at the baths once they find out. Here's your reward, and don't turn it all into drink.
Okay.
Any chance of some more work for me?
For you, always. A friend of mine asked me to help him get back some disputed land from his neighbor.
And you've become an officer of the law, is that it?
A likely turn of events. No, I'm pleased to say this is good old-fashioned stealing. There's a deed of sale for that land, not quite in his favor. So it would be a fine thing if it went missing.
Very well. Where do I need to liberate it from?
From the bailiff himself.
Ah.
Ha! You should see the face you're pulling. I never said it would be easy. The deed is supposed to be at the rat house somewhere, on the table, among the other parchments. You'll need to sneak in and then find it.
I'll manage somehow.
That I don't doubt. And you needn't doubt your reward.
Okay.
Take care.
Well then. Sleep and save. Let's see if we can see those the Scarlet's residents. See if we can find them some jobs. We need to go to Sasau to find out what happened to that priest. Alright, armor. Armor. And let's put this away. All right.
Yeah.
Find some jobs. Steal a document. And still got to figure out that black book. This game is very rainy. I wonder if that's part of like the season that this is set in, like the time of year, or if it's really just that rainy here all the time, or maybe it's just a game mechanic. Hold on. Have we talked to you two? 3? Beggar Jane?
Good health to you.
Maybe I could get you some work, if you know how to cook food for nobles.
And where would I learn that? In Scarlet's? If it's gruel with lard,
Okay, not a cook type.
fine. But that ain't really fair.
How do
for
we
a
lose
boy.
reputation asking if she wanted a job?
Not. Well, it's not a job for you then.
So why waste my time talking about it?
Okay.
Come back when you've something worthwhile to tell me. God be with you.
Hold on. What are her other options?
How does life in Rattay suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in. But then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
Did you find out what actually happened?
Folks say it was on account of our silver, and how Sir Rattay sides with the king.
God bless.
Finish Baran.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Okay.
Take care.
Go to the square. Though I guess we don't know what time of day they come.
And what of the gold's great, fat-bellied sinners who call themselves servants of God? Do they think they are greater in the eyes of God than the poor fisherman who lives without sin? But the sacred scripture speaks clearly. The iniquitous shall be punished. They shall not find eternal peace. For it is written that it is harder for a rich man
Are we waiting for you to
enter the
finish
kingdom
before we
of
can talk to
heaven
you?
than for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle. And it is they who should heed those words. They with their gold rings, fine garments, and big houses. And what of our own priests, our own prelates, they who prayed in indulgences for
Maybe
coin,
not.
keepers of brothels?
Alright, now... Oh. Rock?
I'm glad to see you.
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines. And not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I have no idea what their lordships plan to do about it.
Alright. I just thought you might have heard something.
How badly do you want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners, and at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got feeling back in my arm again.
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. I was knocked down by a horse, but it's better now.
But can you handle carrying water? It's no easy matter.
Sure I can. Like I said, my arm's fine.
The bailiff said he couldn't get a word out of you.
Well, he's not the most popular man around here, after everything that's happened. You can't blame us.
Maybe, but if you lot had just talked to him, I wouldn't have to run around dealing with this, and you'd all have a few groschen by now.
You might be right. But there's no point crying over spilled milk.
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it will be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
No, it won't come to that. Sir Rattay will surely take care of things when he returns home. He won't forget the sacrifice you made.
I'm glad to hear that. If that's how
Okay,
it
the
is,
rock.
I'll even
Peter the rock will carry.
That's enough for now.
Take care.
Cornelius.
God bless. Can I help you?
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? Have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
You're avoiding the question.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
How are you holding up in Rattay?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough. But if you show him what you're capable of...
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him...
But the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
I refused to talk to him. Last time I did, he was vulgar, shouted and threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Well, I can't see how that would put you off him.
Could it be latrines?
There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Well, that's not bad, but, for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
That's enough for now.
I don't know about you. Peter the Rock was definitely up there. Tonda? You're facing the wall, kid.
I'll be with you.
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
Eager to work?
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda, the winch, right?
Okay, strong.
Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So do I get the job?
We're not finished yet. Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's
He likes working.
But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
And how are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. It's not enough.
Is that an expression, or is he a
Especially when the
gambler?
dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse. Which I
You are a gambler and a fighter.
Over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
No doubt. I heard you lot don't want to talk to the bailiff.
I don't know much about that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines.
He likes being part of
He
crew.
didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
There's also the option of carrying,
I bet he doesn't care.
Not a chance.
No?
I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to meet me, I'll break his legs.
Job for a real man. Shouldn't have mentioned it.
I understand.
Okay.
I shouldn't have even asked.
Yeah.
Alright.
I know
I don't know about you either.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very angry.
Huh.
I'll bear that in mind.
Take care.
Not too smart. Nope. Vincent?
God be with you.
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. Alright?
Fine. Ask away.
How are you managing?
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father. And the farm, too. But Ma says there's no use dwelling on it. Life must go on.
What happened with Bailey? You couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know. I didn't talk to him at all.
What did you do before this?
I worked for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father, anyway?
He was Moynier. We had a farm near Scarlet.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
Okay.
I don't go to taverns.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
I want to carry water.
That's all? Nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
That's enough.
That's enough for now.
Alright. You're a good mark for water, Vincent. Okay, Antonia.
God watch over you. Good night. Especially in these dark times. Can I do something for you?
What do you want from me?
What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food
No,
for
she can't cook.
nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me though, so I came here myself.
Have more than enough people.
Look, I already have more people than jobs. You're a bit late.
But I really need a job.
Well, so does everyone else around here.
None of them has a husband on his deathbed.
What did you do in Skalitz?
I was at the silverworks, roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ, things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way
It's
to
a tough job she
Rattay.
was doing.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks.
Well, can we help with that?
Unconscious most of the time.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
I don't think she's right for the cook's job.
Alright, I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right? God be with you.
She really wants to carry water. Pikmin.
I'm glad
Glad to see you.
You hear about the water carrying?
Aye. I can haul water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Skullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go
That's
and
good
do
or
that.
bad?
Pickman, that's your name?
Actually, my real name's Wasser, but they call me Pickman.
Because of the mining?
Is that German?
No. It's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
Okay. How are you doing?
How are you holding up anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for sure.
What happened with the bailiff? You couldn't get a word out of anybody.
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a buffoon like me. So I shut my mouth.
So you're keen on carrying water?
I've been keen on it since I got up this morning.
And you had another job before this morning, or what?
No. I was just joking.
That's fair enough.
Besides water, you could carry... you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me. No, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
It's not offended. Okay.
That's enough for now.
So, we're agreed then? When do I start working?
Look, the bailiff is the one who will decide after I report back to him.
So, I might not get the job? I'll be in the shit if I don't. Understand? See you later.
Alright, so Pickman and Peter the Rock.
Take care.
I want to ask something else.
Did we miss something? Oh, no.
That's enough for now.
I'm not looking to get money out of them. Ah, bailiff. Bailiff. Bailiff.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
Should I name them?
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Okay. Rock.
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Empty latrines.
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Pickman?
Vassi. Goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines. And he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
Empty latrines.
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
All right. Vincent?
Vincent, Moimir's son.
Vincent? Never heard of him. What do you think he should do?
Carry water.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
And Antonia?
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yes, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy
She's a
load
hard
of
worker.
man's work.
She can handle the job. Have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her then?
Carry water.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Tonda the winch.
Tonda. They call him the winch.
The winch. Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
Carry water.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water.
That's
Who's
it.
next?
That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
Still working on that. And Isla. Okay, so we got those. That seems to be pretty well settled. I don't know when we'll get the results of that. Let's see, quest log. Money for old rope. We need to find the Black Chronicle. Let's take that off. Put that on. All right. Where's the Black Chronicle? Upstairs or downstairs? All right. Well, that's why we made it. We're already trespassing. Okay. There's not enough time to read all this while we're where we shouldn't be. Nope, too difficult. Oh, where is it? There. Okay. That's what's up there. All right. Well, we got more information. All right. And let's just get out of here with all of our stolen goods while we can. So in between sessions, I'll go through and read that book. We passed by it quickly, but I had it on screen for a couple seconds per page to be able to go through and check it again. So we can figure out what's going on with the quest for the executioner. That one's the only one that we're holding right now that seems time sensitive. We need to get over to Sasau and figure out what happened to the priest so we can assign that cook. And need to go pick up some cumin gear. Alright, so I think we're going to call this a session. That's pretty good. We had a good date. Helping some locals get some jobs. And trying to help out Herman the executioner and see if he can't keep his job. Anyway, hope you're enjoying this playthrough as much as I am. If you are, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.